You are listening to the one and only, the hottest podcast show on the planet. It's OK Law. Over to you, John, Kenny, and Eugene.
Yo, welcome to
We're starting already.
episode
Okay.
9. Yeah, then how? You want to just hang around and chit chat until tomorrow before we start the recording?
Put the mold there.
You didn't hear the intro? I
didn't,
did.
I didn't as well. Okay. I didn't.
Well,
So
it's
maybe that's the reason
recorded.
why. That's the reason why I didn't realize. Okay, episode 9 already. Oh, wow. Okay, episode 9.
Yeah, we
Nice.
we sort of like get over episode 7 because that's a saying I think I hear from somewhere. Yeah,
Really? Okay,
that
okay.
if you go beyond episode 7, then there's a chance that this may just take a little bit longer.
Got such thing one. Okay.
It's like the 7-year each, you know. So it's like, yeah,
Well, that's a very different thing, right? I mean 7 year each.
7 episodes in, and then you'll be like, oh, okay. You get the momentum of it already. You'll be continuing doing it. You get the rhythm, the riff, and then here we are showing up again on a Tuesday evening, 10:30 p.m.
We
mean,
are
like-
not live, are we?
We are live.
Oh, not today. All right.
I guess it's just easy in a way for me because if
Yeah.
we're live, after the live session, I'll just stop recording and then the whole entire episode is already done and dusted without me needing to
Post-processing.
post-process it. Yeah, exactly. How you guys, man? How's this week?
Okay lah. The kids are on school holidays, so that's always tiring. So the kids like yay, the parents like
That's why they have summer school or summer camp. But there's more angmo lah.
yeah, but okay lah. It's all good lah. It's just pretty soon they don't even want to spend time. With
Yeah,
us
that's true.
already, So for now, okay lah.
Okay.
What about you guys? How was your week?
At waffle again. last week before the recording, waffle. Today before recording, waffle again. So
Where
yeah,
is this fantastic waffle place?
fluffed at Paramount. If we get a chance, we can go there. If you get a chance, we come back. Paramount.
In near Burger Lab?
No, it's on the other side of Paramount. It's more towards the towards the mosque, the area. So here's the context. That part of Paramount usually it's quite busy during the lunch crowd traffic, and in the daytime it's quite busy. I think there's like also, is there a market there? I'm not sure. So it gets quite quiet when it comes to the evening. So if you drive by Paramount or that particular stretch of road, for those who know, it's fairly quiet, and like many shops have already like closed for the day. It's quite quiet. But then this one waffle place seems to command the traffic of the entire town, and then people are like, and Paramount traffic is usually is quiet, but then there's also not much parking. It's like one single lane. Also, cars will just drive by, stop, drop somebody to go reserve a table or to put the name on the waiting list, and then go find parking. And then people are doing that like that's the only activity in the whole of Paramount. And then everyone is like crowding and waiting in line to go to this place.
Not put tissue paper.
That won't work in here, right?
So that's the sound beat for that. Yeah, so it's like this place, it seems to be like the attraction. Like they close on Mondays, I just found out, but then every other day is like weekday attraction. I think weekend probably there's more activity throughout lah, but it's like it's the only place. Yeah, and it's quite nice.
What is it called?
Waffles and ice cream.
Waffles and
Fluffed.
ice cream. Fluff.
Fluffed as in fluff, yeah. Fluff as in dog name Fluffy, Fluff.
There's this place that I've been going through to not waffles, not ice cream, but bingsu. Well, it's not bingsu. It's kaki. I'm not sure whether it's kakigori or bingsu. Some one of it.
Wait,
lah,
bingsu is Korean, kakigori is Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
Right.
So this place called After Meal, they have I think
Yeah, I
two-
know.
Familiar?
two
Uptown,
branches,
Uptown.
one in Uptown and one in SS2. So it's like all
Oh,
those.
it's still got like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's like one of those premium shave ice place, right? It's not ice cream for sure. And it has I've got to say a pleasant texture to it. Like you're eating snowflakes. That kind of feeling to it. It's fluff. The texture that when it goes into your mouth is actually quite surprising if you haven't tasted it before.
Snowflakey, lor. Like
Snowflakey.
snowflakey.
Yeah, it's not ice
that's
kacang.
the- When it's
it's not crushed ice. It's flaky and it's like
good bingsu lah.
eating.
Good bingsu lah, right?
Yeah, if it's a good one, right?
Bingsu.
It feels like you're eating pillow or I don't know,
Eating clouds.
clouds
Eating
or
clouds.
something that kind of. If I want to put a nice analogy to it, and so limited flavor in that place. They have like their signature some tea
Mango.
ones, no mango. No mango. No mango. They have Milo.
Right.
Maybe can be your favorite, that one. They have
Why not anybody? Milo, man.
You see, that's a trigger word for Kenny, Milo. Nestle, Milo, yeah, that will work.
Yeah, okay, understand.
There you see, it works.
Half.
And then they have a coconut and a durian combined. So the flakes, the ice shaves is coconut, and they have like all the coconut shaves on it as well. And then they have a sauce to it, and then in the heart of it, there is a durian ice cream. It's okay.
God.
I like the coconut. The durian is like it's alright. But overall, it's expensive dessert. One bowl of it is like 20 ringgit.
Plus, yeah.
Yeah, so it's premium.
Expensive side, huh?
Yeah, but I kind of like it.
After meal has been getting like traffic, but does after meal do they still get lines outside the Uptown outlet even on the weekday night?
I don't know. I don't go there enough to know
Okay.
if they have
Okay.
lines every single day. But the
Weekend got-
times that I'm there, and usually I'm pretty early. Like, I know like on a Saturday they open on 2 p.m. and I'm there like maybe. Well, it's just so happened like 2:15,
Hot day,
2:30.
too nice.
Yeah, and no lines. We managed to get a seat pretty quick, and sometimes I do see like the place get filled up, right? So it's kind of popular. It's just that the only one thing to complain about, if I need to complain, because I'm like always complaining, is
No
the
lah, we got
oh yeah, you're being nice. Is the fact that the ordering system is just, well, I guess it works. It's just not convenient, and it's like you go and pay. You order. I don't know, nowadays you order with smartphones. You scan QR codes and everything, and that's not it. You don't order straight away, and then once you scan your QR code and you select, right, you got to go to the counter to pay. Right, and then go
Right.
back to, they give you a buzzer and go back to your seat,
Mm.
right?
So
And then the order will come out.
Basically, it's like not cashless lah. You still need to use cash lah.
Can be cashless, but there's no. You have to go over counter.
That, well,
the counter
yeah,
is the
basically,
bottleneck.
basically you need to pay first before the food arrive, and at the same time they don't have a payment gateway online that they ask you to order from. I mean,
But when
what?
you go to the counter and pay, can you use like? Do you need to use cash only, or do you?
No, you can use
cashless.
anything. You can be cash. It
Cashless
can be
e-wallets, yeah.
e-wallets or whatever. It's just that
So
what
it's not
happened
the fees
to
lah, that
the
you can avoid.
what happened to the good old waiter coming to you, ask, what you want today, sir, or something, can you recommend something? As I had people point to the menu, or just take your freaking order instead of using QR codes to actually order. I find it sometimes, yes, I don't mind it, but a lot of time it's like it's kind of cumbersome to order from the QR codes, because for one, a lot of these systems requires you to either sign in and as guest, which is you press square guest,
For
right?
some to figure it out,
or
yeah.
some will like get you to sign up and give your
Oh.
information, verify
yes.
your
That sucks.
your mobile number, get the it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sucky.
Yeah, stuff to do lah. Having said that, so if the place that you go to is like you said, for after meal, not using QR codes, but wanting you to go to the counter to order, that's where they could centralize the whole. Well, not
Yeah.
to say waiter, but then so what you like, they can talk to you and they can serve you in
Exactly.
that person. They can do that over there. QR codes won't have that, but of course you then have that bottleneck. It's not like 5 waiters going to all tables to do that. It's just one place to get recommendations and then to pay and order and all in one
Yeah.
one line lah, one
I
bottleneck.
mean-
So pro and con lah.
If they allow you to use like credit cards or like other whatever,
Payment methods, yeah.
then it's not the fees that they're trying to avoid, lah. Because you will get fees that way. So, but maybe they just haven't been able to find a reliable like payment system, lah.
Well, I think this place is possibly a victim of, well, when I say victim is like far-fetched, a victim of a
Established.
TikTok viral kind of place where suddenly it got like swamped by a lot of people in the early days. And because they have
Now?
to handle volume suddenly, the spike of volume.
Efficient,
So
yeah.
they got to come up with all these solutions to actually deal with customers. And I'm sure there's a lot of Karens out there and everything. I can be one. And it can be unpleasant dealing with them. So I guess all these were put in place despite like the fact that now I'm saying it's not so nice line whatsoever, right? But it's solve a problem. Like, you get the orders done. It's a little bit inconvenient for the customer because if you're in a group of 4 and you say you order 4 plates of dessert, they don't like group all 4 together and ask you to beep one time and come and collect. You literally go back to the counter and collect your dessert 4 times.
This if everybody scans their own QR code.
No. You order
Huh?
the same. Yeah, they don't come out together. I guess
Doesn't
it's a
make
shave.
sense.
I guess it's a shave icing. Like once you're done, right, you want it to be served as soon as possible. It melts.
I mean, if 4 friends come at different times to meet up. and
Not
then
4
go
friends. No,
order.
same. You order the same time.
Uh-huh.
Whenever the shave ice is ready, they will beep you
Oh, okay.
at everyone.
Right,
I mean,
right.
in a way, kind of.
You order all 4 together and then it will come out at different times.
Yeah,
because
different
of
times,
when
yes.
it's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you have that versus waiting together. So
Yeah, waiting together,
it
all the
save
shave
us-
ice will melt and it's not going to be good, right? So I guess in a way, I kind of understand, but it's just freaking cumbersome.
Again, efficiency still. But I want to add, it's not after meal. It's not all these names are just bingsu or kakigori. But I've ordered from GrabFood 2 times this dessert. Wife wanted to like just have this dessert, and then
from GrabFood.
the
That's the one you're
shave.
talking about, right?
Exactly. I had it twice already, and then it's we had a mango and a chocolate, and then I had the mango first, and then I had chocolate second time, and it came in the deliver. Okay, we had it like more or less immediately But imagine with the delivery and it come out and it come ready. It's still it probably didn't taste as nice, but still okay. It's not like melting. It's not like becoming like a fruit drink already. It's actually still
It's probably
enjoyable.
more a testament to like the skill and the willingness of the delivery driver to break some.
And maybe
rules.
how they package it. I mean, the plastic that came in is actually quite, maybe there's a cold pack that they supply it with or something. I'm not sure. But it's like, okay, can still come on. I mean, Malaysia weather, even nighttime also, is able to come and it's still enjoyable. No, probably not as good as having it there. But again, this is not after meal or not, whichever the famous one. It's one that was on GrabFood, which we found. And then say, hey, okay, actually can. So I'm quite surprised and pleasantly surprised that I can still enjoy delivery, whatever, bingsu or kakigori. Also, $20 per serving.
Yeah, all you T20 people are eating all these expensive desserts.
After meal, I think you've been there more
What
anyway.
is UT20?
Oh,
Well, the Malaysian
Eugene.
classification, you left Malaysia so long, you probably don't know that we have the T20, which is the rich people in Malaysia. The
What is
B40,
top 20 earnings, top 20 earning brackets.
yeah, M40 is a middle earning bracket, 40%,
Oh, okay.
and then B40 is a below par, 40%,
40,
bottom,
yeah.
Okay, so UT40 is upper
upper
tier.
bracket lah.
20,
Eating
20.
bingsu
Right.
shave ice that costs 20 over ringgit. This is where your PMX want to tax you lah.
And pancakes and
Right, okay. I didn't know that abbreviation.
care about when I mean after you went down to Singapore and then I don't know what they just came about one day when there was like some talking about like cost of living or something, then it just came up. I don't know what triggered it. You remember, John?
I don't
remember.
remember, but I think this term has been used internally in the government for the longest time, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's just
stats.
that during I think
Harsh
Najib's
times.
time, when
Yeah.
it got people will start using
Challenging.
it. B40,
Yeah.
B40. Hear a lot of B40, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's-
Najib's era.
Maybe our Anwar's time, that's like talking about the T20 because he's the one he's doing the Robin Hood, taxing the rich, and then hopefully to help the poor. So
Or removing subsidies for the T20. That's the current thing, right? Removing subsidies
Yeah.
from T20.
well, there's a lot of there's a lot to that also. So do not know if it's a big another topic altogether, that one.
Yeah, we won't go into that.
Okay, so
Ice shavings.
yeah. Different sound today.
I was
Or a
expecting the
change.
other one.
Nice.
Which one? This one?
Eh? No war.
No. There was one more. There was a bit more.
The friends one. The friend. No, not the friend. Yeah, the friends one. Ah,
Yeah, this was the
Yes,
official
yes,
one that
yes,
we
yes.
always
yeah.
use.
The prior one.
Oh, well, I've got all these sound on my Stream Deck, and I'm just pressing the Stream Deck instead of actually the roadcaster behind here. Yeah. Anyway, so that's like ranting about well, in a way, food review. Give you guys go and check out these dessert places. One in Paramount, one in Uptown, and OSS2. There you go. Maybe when you come
I think
back.
the trend is trend now. Like atas dessert is just a trend now. I think Uptown got a lot more than just what we are talking about right now.
When you
For
come
sure.
back, maybe we can make a trip.
Yeah, we can try. I mean, we already have that movie lined up, right?
Yeah, that's you'll be back
Thursday.
this Thursday.
Yes.
We are watching Flash.
Yep, Flash.
Not together though. Somebody with
Somebody
his
Somebody booked him.
Corporate.
his pinchoy regretting already.
You know this means something else, right? I think at least I think so lah. But anyway,
What was that? I was looking for this
No,
place on the other
I don't
window.
know.
I missed it.
you don't. We'll talk about it another time. We'll keep our audience broad. We'll keep our audience broad for now. That's a cute sound beat.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so calm the F down.
Yeah,
I
man.
guess.
I think it's in the news. We are a little bit late to the game simply because it
The
happened
timing of it.
directly after our
When did it
recording last week.
Yeah, it was immediately after. It was like,
Wednesday?
yeah, I think so.
Actually, I saw the beat, right? So, what we're talking about is Jocelyn Chia, lah, basically. You guys all know Jocelyn Chia if you're listening to this, right? So it's I actually saw the beat on the Tuesday before it got viral.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
You shared it with us on.
What's the beat?
Huh? The
What is
one
the beat?
the one about Malaysia, the Malaysia MH370.
Oh, I see. The
sketch.
beat that she did. Okay.
Yeah, the beat.
Yeah.
That,
So you shared it with us on Wednesday, 9 p.m.
yeah, I possibly watch it like on Monday, and I was like, okay, all right, bashing Malaysian, okay lah, whatever. Then I move on. Right? It didn't trigger me.
Did you watch it like just like let TikTok or whatever play in the background, and then you just listening to the material? You weren't really looking at her.
No, I was
Much.
looking at her.
Okay, you're watching.
I
Okay,
was
okay,
looking
okay,
at
okay,
her and I
okay.
was listening to her beat because simply I was Malaysian. Also, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, it's good to King Malaysia. I don't feel good about it, and I was like, okay. And then after that, I was like, okay lah, it's just a joke lah. Never mind, move on. It did, I mean, you talk bad about me, fourth world country, but whenever talk fourth world country, third world country, and then when you talk
Developing,
about Lee Kuan Yew crying and everything, I was like, yeah, that happened, that's sad. And then 40 years later, and then you guys are third world country, I was like, oh yeah, feel so sad. Instead of triggered, I was like, I feel it like he's actually insulting me. After that, I was like, okay lah, okay lah. And then it was like MH370. Oh yeah, that's sensitive to talk about. And then she said, some jokes doesn't land. I was like, that's actually pretty smart.
Or cannot come and visit you because planes cannot fly.
Yeah,
Those are 2 punchlines. Planes cannot fly, and then planes cannot fly. Jokes don't land, and then what? Malaysia Airlines plane go missing funny. What? That one was a bit of a reach lah. But yeah, these are the 3 punchlines, right? I think sort of from the clip.
Yeah, so I think it's the delivery that you guys got to watch it to get the context of it. If you're if you're not into, I'm not sure why you're listening to our podcast. If you do not know Jocelyn Chia by now, that will be a bit far fetched. You know, we are like one small little corner of the world talking about Jocelyn Chia when Jocelyn Chia is actually blown up all around in Malaysia and Singapore.
Blown up in a bad way, not a good way.
In well, you don't know. You know these things. I think it
Can
has legs and it can
It all
work pretty
depends on
good.
how on what she says, lah. What the response is.
She's
Well-
not responded, has she? She has not, right?
I heard that she has.
She
But
has?
I I'm just like headline surfing, like even.
Yeah, me too.
I think she responded by giving an equation where time plus what some punchline equals to funny or something like that, and
Means that after some time, it's okay.
yeah,
right?
something
Something like that.
along that line.
Was that her? I thought it was somebody else.
No,
Yeah,
I
okay.
think it was in the comment section.
That
Yeah.
doesn't sound
Okay.
funny at all.
So when you guys guys saw the clips that bit, what do you guys think?
I mean, I'll go first. So to be honest, the MH370 bit didn't bother me at all. So and it was more like when she like specifically pointed out like Malaysia, and she like say "F you Malaysia."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a Malaysian, you would hang on, why is she saying these things? And of course, she was like cherry picking certain facts and conveniently omitting like certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, as nobody likes to be told off, especially if you yourself are a Malaysian lah. And yeah, I didn't really have an issue with like the MH370 thing. I didn't really have like an issue with like other things. It's just that I didn't find it funny at all. And
Well,
I
so-
don't know, maybe because it was targeted at Malaysians lah. And
I
as a
guess.
Malaysian, I was like,
okay.
Well, you
not
didn't find it
something-
funny, so it was
didn't find it
just
at
a
all,
bad joke,
actually.
right?
It was just a bad joke, and I think I read something later that said that again I was headline surfing because I didn't want to read any more stuff about this. Did she say something like, it's just a joke? Ayo gosh, everybody calm down. You know that.
Mm.
So well, that doesn't really help.
She
because-
she was trying to like explain a woman's plane and justify.
mean,
She said like what Malaysian Airlines plane go missing funny or funny not funny meh,
yeah,
something like that.
basically
Yeah.
she didn't fix the situation lah.
Well,
Bad safe,
Possibly
yeah.
she made it
When
worse
she
lah.
said that, it's actually a setup for the punchline. If you
Which
think about
punchline?
it, the writing.
You mean
Malaysia,
when she said "F you Malaysia."
no,
No, the some just don't
Malaysia,
land.
some
Some
for
jokes
some
don't
joke don't land, right? So when the setup would be some
Oh,
planes. What did you say? Just now?
Go missing. Malaysia Airlines plane go missing. Not funny.
Not funny,
Not funny,
meh.
meh.
So
Not
that
funny,
not funny, man. That's a setup, and then you deliver the punchline, right? So
on
that's
land,
what
yeah.
jokes are. You set it up and then you wrap it up, right?
Right. I didn't think it was a good one, to be honest. I was like, okay lah. I mean, it's fair. Some people will find certain things that Dave Chappelle says to be absolutely hilarious. Some people won't lah.
I was like, what the heck?
So-
Dave Chappelle's talking about. It's like, why are you telling me your life story, dude?
Yeah. So some people, it's for some people, so it's not for some people, and it's fine. So
That's art.
so yeah. So it's just like, but this defense that comedians take, then when they take the, hey, it's just a joke. My goodness, why is it? I'm just joking. Well, it doesn't really help because haven't you had this friend last time when you were younger who like disturb you, then like call you names? Hey, why are you so sensitive? I'm just joking, only ma." So that's another insult by saying that, look, you are oversensitive. So you should be mature enough to understand my joke.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't work. So yeah, so that is not a defense lah. So that's adding sort of a sliding in a second joke into like saying, hey, you dumb, I'm actually joking lah. Why can't you take me so seriously for what? Obviously we take you seriously. It came out of your mouth, isn't it?
Oh.
So yeah, so you kind of like
Emotional damage.
yeah, so jokes it's really an art lah. It's really an art.
It
You're
is.
walking the line, and some people do it better than others lah, and she doesn't do it very well lah.
Or rather, some people are able to do it and offend the least or the minimal or no one, while some others, when they do the same material, they would offend more people than otherwise. I think the delivery is really there.
How did you feel it when you watch it that time?
So I just watched it like this. Is like, okay, I know, like, not expecting anything. Yeah, lah, I thought it was funny. I didn't think much about the whole Malaysia Airlines plane go missing, funny, and then moving on to the jokes don't land. That one also I get it. But I felt like when she did the some jokes don't land part, no, the Malaysia Airlines flight go missing, funny. That one I felt it was I don't know. It feels like a bit of a reach or like a bad save. Even though it now makes sense that it connects to the some jokes don't land bit. But I feel like it's the setup doesn't feel like strong enough to complement to the landing lah. I feel lah. Again, it's the delivery, I feel. But I gotta be honest, even after hearing so many opinions of it from people, from our friends, from social media, I gotta say that I didn't take issue with it. Yes, there could be people who were involved in the tragedy of MH370 and whatever else with Malaysia Airlines, and there's some who don't lah. But then that got me thinking about the whole area of is it right or wrong, or is it possible, or has it been done before to make light, not to make fun of, but to make light of a tragedy, regardless how long ago was it. And we've seen some people do it with more finesse, with better delivery. It's about a tragedy, but it's done in a way that I guess people didn't feel offended. I don't know whether is it like, if you feel offended, is it because the delivery was done in a way that doesn't work, or is it are we snowflakes? Pun to the dessert.
I think, well, okay. Let me attempt a joke. Okay.
Demo.
Well, I've got to set you up that I'm telling you a joke, so don't forget to laugh. All right. 10% of statistics shows that 10% of accidents are caused by drunk drivers. So they should legalize drinking, because 90% of the accidents are done by non-drunk drivers.
All right.
I don't get it, lah.
Well, I'm just
Oh, no.
I'm not a comedian. Also, so the setup is 10% of accidents are caused by drunk drivers, right?
Right.
So meaning 90% of the accidents is caused by non-drunk
The majority
drivers.
stats
So
of
you
the
should be
cause
drinking,
is those who are sober.
Oh.
right?
Okay.
That's why I
Sorry,
cricket.
I'm a bit
Sorry,
slow.
I'm not a comedian, but this is one of the bit that I heard. It's a comedy. It's a routine that somebody that I saw on TikTok, and to me, it is a tragedy. In a
People
sense
have
of, if let's say
died with,
somebody that you know close to you that was being killed by a drunk
DUI.
driver, DUI
DUI.
case and everything, and the whole entire family smashed. Provided you can argue, you got closure and everything, you know what happened, MH370 is really tragedy and loss and everything, but
Unknown.
you're talking about different scale of like I don't know the tragedy lah, but what's the scale? Like who's gonna be offended and who's not gonna be offended, right? So I think a good comedian would be like pushing the edge, like trying to get where the line is, and trying to negotiate every single joke that they are putting out, and that's why some comedians are cancelled and some are surviving. So I don't know.
I mean, I also want to make sure that I don't. I'm being honest here. My initial reaction was like, okay, it's a joke. It probably wasn't the funniest thing I've heard, but then it's a joke, I know. I let it slide. I don't think much about it. Granted, I don't have any direct ties to the tragedy, but I didn't think much of it. it seemed like many other people did think more about it than I did. And I want to be careful not to like change my mind because the majority of people are thinking otherwise, including
Yeah.
the police. The police apparently have reached out to Interpol in the US to locate Jocelyn Chia. Today I
That's
saw the news.
that's
Yeah. I was like,
absurd. Don't
that's
you
not
have
gonna work,
much more better things to do? Like,
What crime did she commit? She didn't commit
Exactly.
a crime.
oh, apparently it
Well-
does. It's about provoking a
public sentiment. Hate
well,
speech, no?
it's not hate speech, but I think provoking people to go against each other. In this case, internationally, Singapore, Malaysian, and all
Oh.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a law for it. I saw on TikTok lah. Huh? So take it with a.
Is that the basis? Is
It's
that
all,
the
my news source is
Alright,
TikTok, right? I tell you.
TT News?
Right, and apparently it's a thing, but the thing is, come on, it's you got better things. We have limited resources, guys. Go and catch Jolo. Come on, right? Why are we like spending so much time? I mean, we are talking about it, so we are spending time on it. Yeah, I mean, better use of taxpayers' money, right?
So I'll also pivot this back to the joke that John attempted earlier. But yeah, lah, no, people have got some people who have heard the joke and they may have had loss in the family recently or long ago due to a DUI. Should they get offended? There's also another angle that the MH370 event is very specific, and talking about drunk driving or accidents due to DUI is quite broad. It's quite general. You could say, it caused more death than MH370, but again, the how specific a particular event is that you use as a material versus how broad something is, like drunk driving. It also lends to different effects lah, with the whiplash or people responding to it. So I think there's also the angle as well, which again, like what you say, is an art, and the materials that you write, you have to find a way to make light of a moment without hopefully offending people, and then moving on and not pressing onto it. I guess maybe in some ways, Jocelyn Chia also, did she press on that material too long? I think not, but
Well,
yeah,
I
not
don't
sure.
know. I
Okay.
actually didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched that bit lah. And how many minutes is she granted by this comedy club thing?
Don't know, but that the whole entire bit is possibly maybe in less than a minute.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
less than a
That
minute.
bit on the plane, yes.
But here's the deal, right? This is what I think it may how Malaysians are triggered, right? The first few parts are talking about you, Malaysian, and I was like, yeah, I know she's telling me, but she's saying saying a joke or something, like how we Malaysian will say, yeah, you Singaporeans are, it's like, always follow law, blah blah blah. You also criticize them in a comedy level. Nigel has a bit about that, I think, on his Facebook and everything, right?
Which I made a mental note to watch
Why? Yeah.
because it just came out on my feed. It was like, I
Oh.
should save this for later.
Do you have a long list of save for
It's a
later?
very- it's a very long list. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I
Please
tried
go
to
on.
No,
avoid
no,
that.
no problem. I mean, it's like, people criticize each other in the name of comedy a lot, right? There's roasting and everything. I get it. And then when you listen to it, and I was like, I'm actually feeling offended, but it's not good enough. And then MH70, that's it. There, she's too far. She went too far.
I get it. Okay. Yeah, maybe. To be honest, the amount of time that she spent talking about MH370 was way shorter than the amount of time that she spent talking about
the
Malaysians.
split
lah.
and the development of the country.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay lah. I mean, it's kind of fair, I guess. So, but I guess she also didn't anticipate like a response like this.
Nobody did anticipate.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's controversial. She may have anticipated a response like this. It's just that she may
She winged it.
think that, she can live through it in the sense of like it's not being cancelled, and I don't think it's fair to cancel whatever she's doing. In a way, she may be bad at it. Like, I'm from a background of like creating art. I'm a photographer. I go out and shoot photos, And I've been out there and shooting really bad photos, right? And show it off, and that's my best work. And people just like, no, right? It's like, what crap is this, right? And imagine being cancelled for it, right? How are you gonna progress? It's just pushing an envelope. She may be bad right now, or some still find her good, some still find her funny, right? There's laughter in the room, right? So what gives? Why kill somebody's career just because of this?
And if you think about it, if let's say the Malaysian police seeking Interpol's help to locate her on the basis that what she did is possibly inciting diversion, hate or whatever, between Singapore and Malaysia. Look what Singapore and Malaysia now are doing. They're both coming together to get and bash her.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not great lah, but then they are.
So
Yeah, don't need to cancel her until like that lah. I mean, she's just doing her thing.
Has she been cancelled? I mean, other than
People are
just like the
hating on
negative
her lah.
media?
everybody's hating on her.
Social media is hating on her lah. And then Malaysia police want to locate her, Interpol.
I mean, I've not really seen like much lah. Like what social media channels have you guys seen this?
Well, everybody that has a
a
voice that wants to talk about Jocelyn Chia, 99% is all hating on her. But we are the ones that's like,
Trying to be objective.
Yeah, well, you say that. People be hating us already, actually.
more like I have more better things to
Things
spend my
to-
energy on.
That's
than this.
true. That's true. We talked about dessert earlier, so dessert came
I'm like,
first before Jocelyn
okay.
Chia.
I'm like, I mean, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's she also she's probably still developing lah as a comedian, and it's fair to
Yeah.
give her a chance. So yeah,
Circumstances.
whatever lah. You spend your energy, you get better lah. I've got
But
other things to get better.
There's
at.
also like some beats that came up on the feeds, right? Because the algorithm feeds you with stuff you watch, right? So there are like memes that came out that's like, she doesn't look good in it. It's like
Oh, okay.
a lot
Well,
of
she
stuff.
she
I've not
she
seen
flaunts
it
her
yet.
expression without much holding back lah. So it's definitely some exposure for that to happen lah. I do want to say though I looked at a few of the videos, or the feed came in of a few key comedians. Or let's just take one from each country lah, Singapore and Malaysia. I may not think that they're the best, but okay, we've got Harif Iskandar, Malaysia, and then we've got Kumar, Singapore, right? So both of them, I mean, they are. We can call that they are prime comedians of these two nations lah. Whether or not they are, don't compare them with guys who are having Netflix materials and whatnot. But both of them being being easily experts, or at least they know more than many people about jokes landing wrongly, or being on stage and then saying the wrong joke and whatever. They were both quite objective about the response. They said what they didn't agree with, but they said, the don't focus on these kind of things. Don't cancel this. Move on. You could do better and whatnot. But other people who have an opinion, and maybe I think there's one guy also Mark Chick Rose. There's one like very very harsh on that. Everyone else were more were reacting a lot more, like more emotionally and like invested compared to Kumar and Harif Iskandar, who are two of the prime comedians of the two countries in related in this whole topic of this Jocelyn Chia matter, Singapore and Malaysia. So I think there's a sense that the mature ones, those who know the industry, they're not so taken aback by it. They just say what they want to say and then move on. I mean, this is what it is. It's
The established one don't even acknowledge that these
I
things.
mean, that kind
even-
of applies for everything, isn't it? It's like usually the ones who are in the know are not the ones who react like so emotionally. Like when they announce like something related to like property, and everybody will be throwing up their arms. Oh no, it's always been like this one. Like that." But no, actually, if
Those
you
know better,
know the
yeah.
facts, you know that it's been a long time coming. Or something like this, lah.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah. So basically, it's the animal of which the netizen keyboard warriors have become. Lah. So they will latch onto something, and there may not be any reason for it. There may not be any like logic to it. Latch onto something and just ride with it, and whoever's like in their wake will just like
The wave will just
get
keep going.
bulldozed
yeah.
down lah.
The vine. Yeah.
And yeah, so unfortunately it's like that lah. And yeah, I mean hopefully it will like run its course like fairly quickly lah, because who has time for this? So but yeah.
I felt like it's already run its course, and then next thing I know, I read police asking Interpol for help. So
I know.
uh,
right?
yeah.
Interpol for
I
what?
I mean, just as my closing thing, I mean, like I would rather look towards the guys who are in the business and whose well-being is dependent on comedy, and
Right.
see what they say. And then I think that's a good point to go by. And yeah, you can say a piece, but you don't need to do more than that. I mean,
I suspect like those established one is secretly behind closet. It's like, hey, she did this. She tried. Okay, good job. Let's move on. That kind of thing. And they don't have a negative outlook of it. It's just that this is what it is. Let's move on. That kind of thing.
which I think is a good way to go about it. I mean, and don't go and also cancel Jason Leong because he said that he found it funny. I mean, people find things funny for what they feel lah. Like, all art is subjective.
And
Don't go cancel him as well.
speaking of that, finding it funny, I've got this bit from Matt Reeve that I thought, it's so fitting. So I'm just gonna play it. Listen to what he has to say, right?
They laugh their asses off. And I'll tell you the reason I believe that to be true. It's because I think they've gotten themselves to this point of understanding and this positive mindset that no matter the hand you've been dealt in life, no matter how hard things might be for you, if you can learn to find the light in whatever dark situation you're going through, and you can learn to laugh at the things that should make you miserable, including yourself sometimes, that's how you win life. And you are going to be a significantly happier person.
That's a bit. That's the last part of the whole entire bit that I shared with you guys in what. And I think it is true in a lot of ways. If you find funny in the
things that should make you down.
yeah, that is wow, you made it. It's such a great positive energy that you can project, to
Right.
uplift yourself.
And
So-
rather than to focus on that, why you find it funny, I don't like it, and you me kind of thing. That beat that you just played earlier was after he talked about what was it? Those who are handicapped or
Yeah.
disabled are the ones who
The wheelchair
have the
guys,
best fun, had the most fun, or they have they enjoy the show, and they have more laughs out of it because they don't make it a big deal about everything, and they've been dealt the harder hand in life, kind of thing. So yeah.
Well, who's that dude in Netflix that I share with you? with the dark
Carr. Jim Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Yeah.
He does a lot of beats where he get heckled from the crowd. All right, and then he says that
Oh, yeah.
some things like okay, dude, you look like my mom, and then you say, oh what? Well, I'm trying to make a joke. I'm terrible at this, but I'm saying he actually take those heckle and turn it against them, and then everyone is laughing. I'm sure the guy that's like there, if he cannot take a joke, right, he will be so butt hurt. That's gonna be like
But
so
Jimmy Carr
bad.
is different though. But Jimmy Carr is different though. Jimmy Carr is like
He's
right up there lah.
yes,
It's like
and he
he's
can
not-
do
he's
that.
not your
Yeah.
everyday comedian. He's got a bit of
Yeah.
an aura around him lah.
Hmm.
So it's not exactly the same as say someone in like this beat lah. So
Jimmy Carr is not Ahmed the terrorist, right? It's not him, right? Because I think you were telling us about Ahmed the terrorist as a tragedy or a general stereotype of like tragic humor, and then you mentioned about Jimmy Carr. It's
Oh,
not the same person, right?
Ahmed,
Jimmy
the
Carr
dead
didn't
terrorist
do-
is the
Another guy, right?
when
a
ventriloquist,
ventriloquist. Yeah.
yes.
that has
He's much
the
more milder.
puppet,
Yeah.
the puppet
Ahmed, yeah.
Ahmed, which is a dead terrorist, and then that's the
Which
character.
is And the stereotype on the whole, jihad,
Yeah,
jihadi thing.
everyone laughing one is like, you guys are not Arabs. You're not terrorists. Can you imagine people who got blown up? Or he's in that one. It's like
So he didn't get cancelled. Again,
everyone find it funny because you're not Arabs, maybe. Right?
Yeah, so maybe if you don't really have a stake in the person that's or in the group
Material?
of people that's being made fun of, then it's probably going to be okay for you lah. So, but if say, I don't know, if say I was wheelchair bound, will I be insulted? I don't know. I guess the only way to know that is to ask the people who are wheelchair bound and you play them the joke lah. And yeah, I guess.
or there's a lot of jokes that's going around about COVID, especially like the moments lockdown was lifted, comedy shows has started again, and one of the first punchlines, everybody is talking about is COVID, right?
yeah,
But
easily.
if so,
Yeah,
how
death in
offended
the
are you?
family.
COVID,
Yeah, if you had death in the family,
So what's
COVID,
funny is that it's probably not. So,
Yeah, one of the joke that Jimmy Carr said,
COVID.
do you
yeah,
think
yeah.
COVID is funny? Well, I those died didn't think so.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's on Netflix. So watch that. Speaking of which, guys, let's not that he needs our plug, but like Nigel has a comedy skit they are selling for 70 ringgit on moment.co/Nigel Ng.
Yeah, what's that about? So they sell
His stand up basically.
Right.
He did a world tour, I reckon.
So he's got a recording of the
yeah,
show
recording of a show.
for 70 ringgit
Yeah,
to rent, to buy.
for
you mean it's not
replay
live?
lah. It's not live.
Repl-
Replay. So basically, it's a
It's-
recorded
it's
production.
recording. It's a recording. So you pay 70 ringgit, then you will get to replay it
Yeah.
for life.
No, I don't think so. It's just a couple of days.
Time
you need to
rental.
stream it
Yeah, streaming.
at home. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Means he didn't sell it to Netflix. He didn't put it up on anything.
Yeah.
He
So
wants
it's
to do his own thing
independent.
lah.
His own thing.
What's this moment thing platform? It's for creatives lah, I guess.
Apparently so. I think I've seen
Okay.
the platform and it's like a lot of creatives sell their bits over there.
Right. To be honest, when you send us the link Moment, I was like, the Moment lenses, the one who manufactured the lenses. So wow, they're diversifying, huh?
Which John has mentioned a lot about. So it's a
And
fair
I bought,
it's a fair
and I bought
comparison.
after he showed me his. But then I remember, oh yeah, the website that's shopmoment.com, not moment.co.
Moments a very
Yeah.
common term.
So his comedy beats is like 70 ringgit, and which he got cancelled as well in China because of one of the routine that he actually did,
Okay.
and he used that beat to sell this comedy special. He talks about Taiwan and everything, one China and all those kind of things. So you see that is there.
Live show.
This is John, right?
Yeah. I guess this is a result of having multiple devices near him and then piped into the
Piped into-
broadcaster. But it's more than one. I think.
Echo.
Oh, okay. Wait, echo from his monitor or his headset?
just don't know where it's coming from already. Yeah,
Has to be broadcaster lah, so clear.
It's
Yeah.
different because when if you're part of the Mac ecosystem, if you
Everything
actually
rings.
enable handoff, your phone rings, your computer rings, your iPad
yeah,
rings, and
yeah,
you
I
have
know, I
multiple
know.
things feeding into his broadcaster. So
Yeah, everything
all
feeding you. So it's like, that-
Yeah. You wanna
your bingsu is here or something. Is it?
Lena Bingsu? When
Where is it coming from?
I've kept my phone on silent for so long. I have no idea what's my ringtone anymore.
Yes,
think
yes,
it's-
yes. I was just saying the other day.
Right?
I since I got the Apple Watch, like, how many years ago has it been?
Why
5
would the
years
watch
ago?
be a reason for you to not hear ringtone?
Because it vibrates.
Right.
Then I realized that I like just feeling the vibration, answering the call, and I don't want to hear the phone ring. So
Okay.
the phone is perpetually muted.
On silent, yeah.
Yeah, so I have no idea what the ringtone is.
Was the one that we heard from John earlier? Was it the default?
That's the
iPhone
default
ringtone?
ringtone. Yeah.
iPhone, right?
From-
I guess mine should be that, but I just have not heard it for the longest time, so I just
What's your reason for having it on mute?
just I guess kids when you're younger, I
How
just
do you know
kept
it's ringing
everything. Apple Watch, and then I guess I had my phone with me quite a fair bit. I mean, yeah, before I had the watch, then I guess I would miss some calls lah. But now with the watch, then it's all good
Oh.
lah. But yeah, it's perpetually on silent. And you wanna get that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Maybe it's urgent.
I don't know where it's coming from piping in. There you go.
But you can see who's calling though, right?
Yeah, it's my dad. He's probably asking me to pick up some stuff. I can
Right.
deal with it later.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So, yep. Calm the F down. Well, I mean, is there a lot of value in getting worked up and then like directing the hate to this person and then say, yeah, this is gonna cause rift between Singapore and Malaysia, and or like it's so insensitive. Yes, it's insensitive to an angle, but I mean,
No
Move
lah.
on lor, I
This
mean,
is
yeah.
this is. Yeah. Okay.
just okay. So you were saying?
I don't know
Nah,
what I'm
no.
saying. I'm so distracted.
Right. Yeah, there's usually no. I mean, my opinion is that there's usually no value in spending too much of your energy on something
Dwelling.
as ephemeral as this. This is not going to be the last thing that's going to sensationalize this thing, and it's not going to be the last thing that will be sensational. It's not going to be just wait for the next thing, and even then, when it does come, just don't bother with it. Like
Yeah.
for instance, a few episodes ago, we were talking about the whole like Herman Miller CEO and
Oh,
the
yeah,
brand
yeah,
that
yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about it anymore. Nobody cares. So
Yep.
So yeah, so it's not going to matter lah.
Mm.
Correct. And I'm willing to put money on it that Jocelyn Chia's segment got recorded, or rather it was featured and then it went viral. I'm willing to put money in that there are other comedians out there, even if they are Malaysian Singaporeans in New York comedy clubs, who has done material that's similarly as potentially hitting on people's nerves or buttons wrongly, but this wasn't recorded. And no, there's also a circumstance of the moment that hers was recorded and then went around. So I mean, yeah lah. I mean, it sucks, but I have a feeling she's not the only one who's done it before lah. So don't need to focus
about
ahead lah.
It's okay lah.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's good for her career. So nobody knows Jocelyn Chia for the longest time, and I guess everybody knows it. Know her now.
Silver lining.
Silver lining. Yeah, so that's I guess a good time to wrap it up. I guess it's like 50 over minutes now, almost an hour. Unless you guys got anything else to talk about.
Nope, this is another episode that landed. Yay!
Did you like hold on to that for the longest time?
No. It just came.
All right, you be a better comedian than I can ever be.
I'm glad it worked. I didn't. Yeah, I thought, but yeah, okay.
With that said, guys, that's a big bombshell. Good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you guys.
Till next week, then. Everybody, stay safe. See ya.
Are we off air? Is this